Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and welcome back to a detailing video. It's been a bit slow at the minute on the channel, trying to get a few different bits of content out, but just haven't had the time to properly sort it out. I was supposed to do a detailing video on a Defender the other week, but we just got a bit carried away with time and didn't get enough footage of it. But today we've got this Ford Focus in for full exterior clean, machine polish and do an interior detail. It was supposed to be a disaster detail, but I think it was that bad it had to be cleaned before. Because it was hanging. I'll put some photos up on the screen exactly what it was like. It had been set up, they had some water problems from the boot, I think it was, which was causing a load of mould. So it's been at a garage for the best part of a year to 18 months, I'm pretty sure. So it was in that bad state, it needed to be clean already. So we're going to do a full detail on this. We're going to be doing similar to what we've done on that BMW, where we're going to be using stuff from the shop, and then just showing you all the process that we're doing on it, just so you can see exactly what's going on with this car. So what I'll do now, I'll show you around the car just so you can see what it's like, and then what we'll do, we'll just crack straight on with cleaning it, and then I'll talk to you about the processes in between, just so you know that what we're doing on it. Right, we're in the shop section of the unit now. You have to squeeze the mess in there. We're actually putting up the number plate kit for sale. If someone is interested in that, but if that falls through, let me know. If anyone's interested in the number plate set we got, we're selling that all off because we just haven't got the time to sort it out. But enough on that, that's completely separate to what we're doing today. We're going to crack on the Focus with the Ford Focus and try not to get too distracted. I'm going to grab a few bits from the shop and just see what we need for this car. Also, we're going to need pre-wash, snow foam, wheel cleaner, clay bar, all the decontamination stuff, and then interior bits as well. So I'm going to grab a few bits and then we're going to crack straight on with detailing this car. We're going to be starting off the outside, pulling it into the inside, and then obviously the machine polishing as well. And then obviously the machine polishing as well. So I'm going to crack on, grab a few bits from the shop, and then we're going to get cracking straight on with the detail on this car.
It's love, gotta make room for us.
Right, just onto the wheels now. We've snow foamed it. Well, we've gone around the wheels, we've gone around the car with pre-wash, and now we've snow foamed it. Whilst the snow foam's dwelling on this one, I'm going around the wheels because the wheels are not too bad. It's not like they're caked, like I said earlier. It's been cleaned before, so it's just very light dirt and dust, which would have been removed with the pre-rinse. So I'm going around it with various amount of brushes. I've got the EZ detail brush. I've got a couple of Icam brushes which I'll show you in a minute, and I've got a little brush for the spokes as well. So I'm doing the insides of the barrels first, because then you're bringing out all the dirt from the inside out, rather than doing the faces and then doing the inside of the barrels, which then brings all the dirt back out. So doing the barrels first, the EZ detail brush, and then I'm going to be doing the faces. What we've been using on the wheels is the Valet Pro Bilberry wheel cleaner. So recently I went up to the Valet Pro HQ and done a day with Elliot there, and sort of learned a bit more about the products, and he gave me some sort of tips and tricks on what to use. And the Valet Pro Bilberry wheel cleaner is actually a really good wheel cleaner, especially for tyres actually. Tyres obviously get really grubby and you want them to be as clean as possible before you put the tyre dressing on. And using the Bilberry wheel cleaner, which I'll show you in a minute, I'll put some Bilberry wheel cleaner on the tyres and I'll show you exactly how much dirt comes off, because it's really good. I'm going to crack on with this wheel face, and then I'll show you how effective the wheel cleaner is on the tyre. So I've got the Bilberry wheel cleaner. I'm just going to spray it all over the tyre, because like I said, this is a really good tyre cleaner as well. So I've sprayed that on, and then we'll use a Icam brush to work it in and try and lift out all the dirt and all the grime. So as you can see there, if you look closely, it's like brown. So that's obviously showing you where all the dirt is in this tyre. I think these are new tyres anyway, so they're not going to be too bad, but a little hack, as the main man Elliot said himself, use Bilberry on the tyres. Use Bilberry on the tyres because it's a really effective tyre cleaner, as well as an effective wheel cleaner. inside. We've done a full wash, full decontamination. We've done all the door shuts, and now we've got the car back inside to finish that off. We've dried it all. Cree's starting the inside whilst I start some of the machine polishing. So I'm going to start machine polishing it. I've already done a 50-50 on the bonnet, which I'm going to show you now. Just going over it with like a finishing polish to try and get rid of the top scratches and the top defects that are in the clear coat, and hopefully just enhance the gloss and get the car looking a little bit better compared to what it was. Because another typical black where it's looking a bit grey from where it's faded and it's got a lot of defects in it. So just trying to cut through that, bring out the gloss, and then hopefully get this car looking like new. So if we pan over to the bonnet now and just show you exactly what's going on in the paint, you'll probably see briefly, without direct light on it, that the left-hand side is a lot glossier than the right. So if we put the light on it now, you'll be able to see the defects before and after. So there is some deeper scratches in the left side, looks like a cat's been. This is actually my mate Jake's neighbour's car. I know Jake's got cats, so by the looks of it, it's probably like a cat mark or something like that. So Jake, if you're watching this, you need to get rid of your cats. But that's the defects on the right hand side. You can see all the holograms, all the swells. It looks a little bit grey. And we'll slowly pan over to the middle, and that's where you can start seeing the gloss coming out. There's a lot more clarity in the paint, and there's no holograms and not very many swells at all. So we're going to carry on doing that, go over this side now, and then we'll just see how far we go. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm really happy with how that's looking. I'm going to carry on using the same pad and the same polish that I've been using, and hopefully the rest of the car will be looking same as the bonnet. There might be a couple of areas where it's been painted, so some areas might look a bit different, and we're not aiming for a complete 100% removal of defects. We'll never get that without doing a full wet sand and full machine polish, but I'm just going to do what I can for today whilst Cree starts on the interior. I'll show you a few more clips as we go along. I'll stick the GoPro on and then just do some time lapse of exactly what we're doing, just so you can keep up to date with that.
Who's it? Who's it? Who's it? I think Lord approves of the ham and cheese sandwich.
Lunchtime break, we're making good progress on the car. I've started machine polishing the roof, the bonnet, got the sides and the back to do. Cree's smashing his way through the interior as well. On our lunch break, we'll do a little lunch check. Rating our lunches. I've got a co-op meal deal. I did go to the cafe, but it was closed today. Ham and cheese sandwich, barbecue beef hula hoops, which is a must, and a Lucasade. Co-op was dead today. There was no cokes, and there was no munchies, so that's all I had to get. Also got a cup of tea. Lord's obviously after the ham. He absolutely loves ham, so he'll be all over that. Let's give him a little bit. See what he thinks. Want some of this? That's just a bit of bread. He likes a bit of ham and cheese. Then yeah, little scav. Yeah, he likes that. Cree, what have you got?
I have.
Cree's
Little
got
sandwich.
a typical primary school packed lunch.
Should we say those primary school? These are top notch.
They are top tier, they are 10-10.
Okay, we have that one.
What have you got in your roll?
I don't know, to be fair, probably peanut butter, protein. We have the milk chocolate slice.
And what have you got on TV? Lord of Lean. Watching that on our lunch break today. You got so much chocolate in there. Cree always has so much chocolate. Every time he brings in lunch, he's got so much chocolate, he always ends up passing it on to me, so I can't complain. Mainly, most of his lunch is just chocolate and munchies, literally. So what I'll do anyway, after we've had the break, we'll show you around the car, see what the progress we've done so far, and then we'll go from there. We'll spend half hour having a lunch, maybe watch a bit of TV, and then chill before we crack on with the rest of this car. I always end up giving half of my sandwich away to the dog. That's why I'm always hungry. Good boy. Right, so back on the car, we're doing it at 50-50. Check out the result on this. Polished half of this door, it has come up mint, and look how bad the other side is. So I'm going to carry on, cracking on with the polishing, and hopefully the rest of the car will come up as good as that. Creed's working his way on all the plastics inside now. All the plastics did have like a silicone layer on it, had like a dressing, which just absorbs and attracts every bit of dust and bit of dirt. So deeply cleaning all that. You've got a scrubber pad there, which is really good to get all that sort of stuff off. He's done the inside of here, so let's quickly show you that. So all the seats are done. All this dash was really shiny, like it was like proper glossy, and same with the steering wheel and stuff. And the last thing you want is glossy plastics, because like I say, everything just attracts to it. But now, nice matte finish, just needs to be buffed off. But yeah, he's done a really nice job on that whilst I'm doing the outside. So Creed's going to finish up on the interior. All he's got left to do is just extract the seats, just make sure all the moisture's out, buff up over all the plastics, and then just give it a final hoover out inside and just finish off with the mats. And I'm going to crack on finishing the paintwork, and hopefully this car will be ready to hand over later on today. Finally finished up on the Ford Focus. It's been a long day, started at 8, it's just turning 6 o'clock, and we finally got done. Creed's already headed home, he headed home at 5. He's absolutely smashed the interior today on this one, done all the seats, done all the plastics, got rid of all that horrible silicone, got rid of all the mould stains that were in the seats as well, whilst I've been going around fully cleaning, decontaminating the paint, and also polishing it up, getting it back to showroom finish. And I'm really happy with the result. I'll quickly turn the camera around now just so you can see what it's looking like. It is looking so glossy. Obviously we would have seen with the lights on, with the defects, now they're all out. I'm going to pull it outside in a minute and show you around it properly, but the level gloss now is unreal. The interior is looking mint, and as you can see, all the interior now is back to matte. All the stains are out the seats. It wasn't like ridiculously bad. I'll show you the before photos, obviously, of the interior of before they had it back, just so you can see that. Just wait for the camera to focus, but yeah, it looks mint. It's all back to matte. It's all back to how it should be. No gloss, no shine. Shiny is grimy. That's what I say, unless it's on the paintwork. But it looks absolutely mint. I'll take that off. So as you can see, it looks like showroom. So I'm going to put it outside now and show you it properly, get some nice photos of it before the customer gets here. Customer's getting here about 6:30, and I'm sure he's going to be absolutely buzzing to pick this car up. I've just spoke to him on the phone, and he's looking forward to having it back. And I think he's been waiting a while to get it all sort of fully cleaned and back to sort of showroom. It was definitely needed it. It definitely had a machine polish before, and it just wasn't refined as well. I don't think it had like the correct decontamination and the correct polish, but it's all looking a lot better. There are still some swells, there are still some defects, there are still some very minute holograms, and there are still some very minute chemical burns. Obviously, I've done what I can for today doing it, and the price that we discussed. You could end up going like ridiculously mad on this, doing like a wet sand and polish, but there's no point depending on customers' budget or what they're going to be using it for. This is not a show car, it's being used every single day. It's not like it's going to be taken to shows and being shown off and it needs to be looking mint. The customer just wanted it looking a lot better than what it was, and sort of make them fall back in love with it again, because I think they've been without this car for a little while. So let's pull it outside anyway, let's see what it looks like out in the sun. We'll get some nice shots, and then hopefully customer's happy when he picks it up. Right, so as you would have seen from them shots, the Ford Focus is now fully complete. It is looking absolutely mint, and to make it even better, it looks mint in the sun. It's always good to bring the car out into the sun after, just to make sure that you're happy with everything. and then you can sort of see where some areas are better than others, and then just gives you a bit more of an idea of what could be improved if the customer did want to improve it, and what could be done next time, like I say, if they did want to do anything to it. But I think the customer's going to be really happy with the result on this one. I mean, I'm so chuffed with it. I'm really chuffed with the result on this. One of the best results I've got on paint correction / enhancement in a while, and it's just been nice paint to work on. And it's been really nice to sort of refine it and get back to how it was. It's been coated with a wax as well, so it'll keep it a bit cleaner for a bit longer. But as you can see, it is looking absolutely mint. And let's do a little sun check, because it's got to be done. See what it looks like in the sun. So there we have it. Compared to what it was like, it is looking so much. He's going to be absolutely buzzing with that. For some reason the picture quality is a bit like, I don't know, it's just not focusing as I wanted it. But customer will be here in about 10-15 minutes, so I'm just going to get this ready to hand over. I've left the windows down because obviously the seats have been shampooed and it will need to be left to air out for a little bit. But he'll be here anytime soon to collect this. So I'm going to put all my cloths and stuff like that away and make sure it's ready for when he's here. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It's not been like a proper detailing video. I wanted to make it like the disaster detail video that we had on the other week, but there's just not enough pair of hands to be able to do that with. As much as I like to be able to do all that, it's hard to try and do the work and do the car, and do the filming of the car at the same time. I did try and we had an urban Land Rover in the other week. I did try and do like a video and detail on that, but it's just too much to try and do like a video and a detail on at the same time. Your days just end up like doubling, and I've got busy enough days on it as it is at the minute, and it's just hard to try and find the time to do videos. So hats off to all the boys that want to doing like detailing videos as well as your detailing work, like filming and editing them, because I just don't know how you boys got the time to do it, or girls, but yeah, I just don't know how you lot have got the time to do it. I'm struggling with that, so I just need to try and figure that out and try and figure out what I can do from there. But let's get this full focus handed back over to the customer and see what they think. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do obviously give it a like if you have. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and just keep sharing, keep supporting, and hopefully in the next month or so, here where I am right now, and obviously in front of my unit, I'll be holding an open day. Obviously I mentioned that in my last video. I'm looking at doing an open day, which I've done a couple of years ago, and it was absolutely amazing turnout, so I'm hoping to do that again soon. So please do obviously keep up to date with that, and I'll be doing further updates along the way on my social media. So like I say, just keep up to date with the channel, follow all of our social medias, and then turn on any notifications to be the first to know about our next recent video. See you guys in the next one. Ciao.